Welcome, everybody, to episode number 31 of The Heel Turn. I am, of course, Big Roth TV, back once again with the homies Don, Josh, and B. Kelly. All right. Little hot tag's not going to be here today. We might see him pop up in some comments. And this is, of course, The Heel Turn. Look at that shit.
Right. Got one on the way. It's pretty nice. It's the definition of heel. And yeah, it's exactly what we wanted.
we will definitely need to make our own shirts, our own uniform that we have to show up in every week.
Every
week. Never wash it. Never do anything.
Not happening.
Just take it off and hang it up.
Leave that heel musk on there. It's gonna be nice and good and stank when we get to WrestleMania next year.
I'm not wearing that shirt to Mania, man.
They're gonna be smelling us coming in. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I smell a heel turn in the air."
Those guys. So this week we're gonna do a different list. It's been a while since we've done a list. I feel like.
Yeah, the last thing we did was the bracket, which was super fun.
Yeah.
It's just it's nice to switch it up. It's cool to do like the our thoughts on the weekly happenings of wrestling and WWE. But I think it's cool when we ever just get a little bit more personal with what we like and stuff like that. So right now it's kind of a nightmare every Monday through Thursday, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched anything that happened prior to Friday night this week, so I'm glad you came up with this idea because I was like, I have no idea what happened.
You didn't miss a dang thing on Monday Night Raw, except that if you need to go to sleep, that's how you did it.
Oh.
They put you to bed there. I would like to touch on real quick the new unified Impact and AEW World Champion, your boy Omega, the Mega Man. Yeah, why are you hating like that, man? You were the.
I'm pretty positive like 4 weeks ago he was on board with Omega. Now he's no.
Not when it was him winning all the belts. I'm not for that.
All the belts.
Literally all the belts. His gimmick is the belt collector.
I'm for him being the champ of AEW. I'm for that.
You just mad because he beat Rich Swann.
Exactly. That's damn it.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna be surprised if he rolls into New Japan and beats Moxley in New Japan for the United States title over there. I don't see them giving him their world title, but I can see them giving him the US title.
I need to see Omega and Will Ospreay. I need to see that, and I need that in my life. But you didn't even care enough about Rich Swann to buy the pay-per-view. So don't give me that.
I didn't at all.
I would say I sat through this historic event. I watched Big Cass turn up.
Yeah.
He's looking good. He looks good.
He did look jacked. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, he looked like I watched his little promo he cut on Impact this week. Oh my god, it was my first time watching Impact, by the way. That was weird. Yeah, I've never tuned into an actual Impact episode.
In the history of Impact?
In the history of Impact, no, never.
Even dating back to like the
I've always ever watched highlights or other things. I've never watched an actual live show.
Wow. I even had the video game back in the day.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember that.
Man. It used to be pretty legit back when AJ and Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode and
they're probably getting Samoa Joe back here pretty soon.
It was all good up until 2010 when Hogan showed up.
Yeah.
Right. I got to mute for like 2 seconds here, guys. Sorry.
Okay. TNA apologist.
No, man, I liked it back then. I
did too. That's when I first saw Consequences Creed.
Exactly.
He was my favorite, man. He was my favorite at the time. When I saw him come into WWE, I was excited. Oh, we got Consequences! And then they changed his name, which it fits now, I guess. But at the time, that's the stupidest name I've ever heard. Is Xavier Woods. But
I guess I was hoping that once he went, that
I know what you were hoping, but we weren't getting any lethal. We weren't getting any lethal dose of anything.
Come on, man! Lethal Consequences, man! Come on.
I know where you were going with that. And you better hope your boy doesn't win the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship because Omega's gonna come right down and snatch that up from him too.
See, I don't hate Kenny Omega right now. I don't hate him right now, but if that were to happen, I'd hate Kenny Omega. I'd never like him again.
I will buy every belt he has and get him to sign it.
You can, God, Lee, man.
And I want him to sign it. Thanks for the support. R.I.P. Jay Lethal on all the belts.
On all, man.
Even the AAA, even the AAA World Heavyweight belt in Mexico. I want him to write that just to spite you when we show up every WrestleMania.
No, he can do that to Rich Swann, but don't do that to my boy Jay Lethal. But today's episode, we're going to get into some of our favorite promos, the best promos of all time.
Definitely not the best promos. I'll put that caveat on it right now. Mine will not be the best.
Our favorite promos.
Yes,
they're going to be the favorites. Yeah,
our favorite. Before we get into the promos,
there's a stinker in there.
Before we get into the promos, I do want to ask you guys both, what do you all think of Roman Reigns' new music?
I hope it grows on me, but right now I'm not a fan of it.
I don't have a problem with it. Thank God that it is not the Shield theme anymore, because I was sick of that. So
I don't know.
But I mean, it was different. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, it's better.
I feel like the keyboard is what gets it, is what does it for me.
I like it. It could it be a little bit better? Yes, I think it could be a little bit better. Like you were saying, the keyboard. I do think it could be a little bit better. It almost sounds similar to Seth Rollins' music, and I'm like, okay, but when he came out and I heard it, I said, "Oh, look who decides to show up! Look who decides to show up, coming in late with the hot tag."
And the bag in the background. Look at him. Just got back from the stove.
I see there's something in that bag, man. But
that ain't
what was
nothing.
I saying?
That ain't nothing. Don't worry about that. Hey, I'm driving, so if I get cut off, man, it's bad service. I'll try to get back in when I can.
All right. Once Roman's music hit, I said, "There's no way in hell that Daniel Bryan's winning tonight." Like that was before his music hit. I said maybe they're gonna swerve us because maybe it's supposed to be Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, and that's how Cesaro gets his big push. But once that music hit, I said no way, not at all. Like Daniel Bryan's about to get killed here.
Yeah, that was like you said. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'll get used to it. It'll grow on me, but. For the Shield music, it was so iconic. It just fit with his character now. I think if he changed it to if he was a face again and had different music, that probably would have worked better. But I'm not feeling it right now. But yeah, that was definitely a dead giveaway that Daniel wasn't going to be walking out tonight. Well, with the belt, he ended up not walking out at all.
Yeah. Period. Clean beatdown. Clean beatdown.
30 minutes. It went 30 minutes.
It was a hell of a match.
Yeah, it was exciting. And I don't understand how these guys are employed under Vince. I mean, the writers of SmackDown.
Yeah, that was a great match, man. Who's gonna start the promo list off? Who goes first here?
I'll start it off. I'll get it out the way because if this isn't on you guys, I don't know. I think there's a gross miscarriage of justice here, and so we'll just start off. We'll get it out the way early. I did not expect to lose Brian, and
that's not the one I expected to lose here.
First connection out, Brian didn't see that coming. Swerved again 2 nights in a row.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah, I would say catch back up. But this has got to be. This has got to be on his list too. So it doesn't even matter. Let's just get out the way. The pipe bomb by CM Punk.
Okay.
That's got to be on there. That's got to be on everybody's. If not, it's definitely not the greatest promo, but for what it was fantastic. And for me, as a child, it was groundbreaking. That's the first time I think I ever saw somebody come. It was still in kayfabe, but come outside of kayfabe for it.
I forget that you were like what, a teenager when that happened.
Shoot, I was still in high school. I remember because Monday Night Raw was up late for me.
That was a solid 10 years ago. It was 2010, 2011,
somewhere around that range.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, you were a pup.
Yes, I was a junior in high school.
We're all grown, getting up to go to work the next morning. Yes, like, oh man, I gotta go to school in the morning. That was so amazing.
Oh, I was so conflicted. Going to bed that night.
Mike Mom is actually what got me back into wrestling. Like, I got one of my buddies. He just messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you got to check out this promo." And lo and behold.
Yeah, definitely, man. It flipped the script, dude. Like I said, I never seen anything like that, and everything, especially at what time it was. 2011 was the middle of the PG era, and I was getting sick of it. And that's my era, and I was getting sick of it. I stuck through that whole era, so that was the best part for me. So
Pipe Bomb, man. Sucks for you.
Let's get that out the way now. Pipe Bomb, top tier for me.
That's number one for you.
It's just the first that I'm saying.
Okay.
I didn't go through and actually rank these or anything like that.
I ranked mine, but we can. You gonna go all 5 of yours, or we gonna jump around?
No, definitely not, because I need some time. And again, once you see a few of them on here, you're not gonna be. You can't say top tier at all.
Hot tag, what you got?
I didn't rank them either, but I'm gonna go with Jericho's intro, the Y2J intro, with The Rock.
Fire.
Definitely.
That is also top tier.
That's one of the best ones.
And can you believe that shit was all that was off the cuff too? That was when they were just going at it.
Yep. That one's on my list. I have mine ranked. I'll explain where they are, but that's on my. Both of your twos are on my list, by the way.
Get it in.
What you got,
Brian? I'm gonna hit y'all with one that probably isn't anybody's. Mankind JR interview. Lose my voice here. If y'all remember that promo that Mankind cut when he was being interviewed by Jim Ross
in the boiler room.
The boiler room?
No, he sat down. It was a sit down interview. Right? It was technically the boiler room, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I remember the one you talked. It was before the SummerSlam match, right?
Yeah, he starts pulling his hair out and yelling during the interview. Oh,
man.
It was such a great one.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that one. He used to be nuts, man. Like Mankind was nuts initially.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I never saw Mankind.
God. Look, man, homework assignment. You need to go and tell you that.
I know that. I study. I'm a student of the game. I went back and learned it up, but I didn't see him live. When I saw him, he was getting his face beat in by Randy Orton. That's how I knew him.
All right, Lee, man, we're gonna give you an assignment. You're gonna get graded.
Oh, what was it? Backlash 2004, best Randy Orton match at the time. Mick Foley made him in that street fight.
I expected that one to happen. Yeah, he was frozen for a little bit.
No, he was just shocked. He was just shocked by my Mick Foley Mankind assessment. He was just,
Well, since you guys didn't rank them.
Mine are ranked.
So that was number what?
That was number 5.
That was number 5?
Yeah.
Number 5, I have Rock and Jericho. I tried to base it off the ones that I remember watching and I felt an emotion like, oh my God, like this is happening. So, or there's specifically one that I don't necessarily remember seeing live, but it's an epic one nonetheless. But yeah, Rock and Jericho, man, that's a hell of a way to debut. That is, I don't think there's a better way to debut than that.
No.
That's it.
Who
is this Rudy Poo?
That's what you forget. He debuts and then he gets roasted immediately.
And it didn't kill his career. Like that's the great part.
Yeah, killed Kill Billy Gunn at the time, but yeah, Rock and Stone Cold, they had, man, their words would cut. They had bullets was loaded whenever they was speaking. So
yep.
Yeah, good for Jericho. But I mean, I don't you can't be surprised now. Hindsight's 2020. I don't think anything could have stopped Jericho.
Damn it. I just thought about one that I forgot because you said Austin. I can't change it.
It's the honorable mention at the end of the show. Honorable mention.
Yeah.
All right.
We're back to you. We're back to you.
Me. Awesome. Cool. So like I said, as soon as you see, I'm just gonna get this one out the way too, because let's show you why I did not rank these at all. You just said favorite promos, most influential to us individually, and that's gonna be who remembers Steiner Math?
Oh.
Here.
we got us a mathematician in the studio today, gentlemen.
Yes.
So, like a little bit before we so we were talking earlier, Brian, you said that you had not seen any TNA, Impact, anything like that up until just recently.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've seen throughout the years. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff, but I've never actually watched a full-on episode.
So, did you ever see the Steiner Math promo?
Yes, if everybody had to have at some point gotten wind of that promo because
excellent.
Yeah,
from Steiner just flexing and trying to figure out where he was to Petey Williams in there just looking like he needed a calculator for this goddamn promo. Everything about that, it was awful when it happened. It was so good, it was so bad it was good, and it's aged great.
But did anybody ever do the math and see did it add up?
I don't think they only had to do the math.
Did it add up?
Wait, show your work, Steiner. And that is why, for me, this list is not ranked. You can see that now. These are my favorite.
Yeah, I don't remember the math being legit on that.
I remember I listened to it. I'm like, where the hell is he getting this?
As an abacus set up, just running.
But didn't he major in math in college or something like that?
Which makes it worse.
I can
maybe it did all add up. Maybe
the background is like one of the memes where like you just see like the math equations going by in the background.
What?
Yeah, he might have majored in it, but homeboy definitely didn't graduate, so he didn't finish the classes.
Brian, what you got?
Number 4 on my list, Triple H reforms DX right after Michaels leaves. That Monday Night Raw.
Right, after WrestleMania, Stone Cold won. Yeah,
he cut a hell of a promo, and bringing together DX like he did, that was a hell of a promo.
I might have to go back and watch that one.
Is that the "I'm the Game" promo?
I believe.
Or is
I believe that was pretty much at the end. I think he referred to himself that way.
Yeah. So that's the first time he talked to himself and says, "I'm the game. You got to play, kind of go through me." Yeah. Okay. Yes, I love that one too.
Damn. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one.
I know you guys cut out for a minute, so I don't know if you guys went over this, but I'm gonna piggyback off of Josh. Promos that were so bad that they were awesome to me. I have to go with Warrior and Macho Man's promos. Make no sense whatsoever, but they've always been great to me for some reason. Because you're gonna laugh. The Warrior's gonna do this. The Macho's gonna talk some shit. You're like, what is he talking about? And you're like, what? But they were so great to me anyway. Entertaining, I should say.
Macho's promos were legit. Even though
man, you know what he was talking about. Damn right. What are you talking about, man?
I don't know.
Third call. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, creeping the crop. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. Maybe it's their voices or just. I know the Warriors promos made no sense. He was talking to the heavens and whatever's going on. But
the little Warriors hanging from the rafters.
The rocket ship.
Why are they hanging up there?
I don't know.
Yeah, just throw in all of Warrior and Macho Man's. I can dig that. You can't pick that. Just throw them all in at once.
That's what I'm saying. I said it's not ranked, but I have to throw those in because they were entertaining to me. And I think everybody, when they watch them, there's so many memes and videos going around about those two promos that it's part of pop culture now. So
I can get behind that.
You know, to mention Warrior in a sad way, his promo before he died was actually pretty legit too. And it's kind of eerie that it would like if it seemed like he knew it was his last one.
Yeah.
It was,
the one promo that made sense and that you understood was his last one.
You guys don't mind if I have a slice of pizza or two, do you?
Of course not. That makes it a
what you do.
Candid. Was it that the slice?
No. This is the slice.
Oh, I was like, was
that looked like more than a slice.
Oh, it's definitely more than a slice.
Just want to take this time to thank you for taking a break from dinner and eating to be with us here today. His face just goes off screen.
Nope. I was about to do that. I was gonna like turn the camera. Nope.
It's not the most flattering image, I will say.
that would look terrible. JT, oh yeah, you just went. So it's back on me. What was my number 4? Number 4. Actually, my number 4 was the pipe bomb. So 5 was Rock and Jericho. 4 is the pipe bomb. I just think I can. That's another one that I remember we had to look it up and like man, was that legit? And that's had to be fake. Like all this shit and him mentioning other people's name who didn't like Colt Cabana and all this stuff. I was like, oh, and him wishing Vince like death and shit. Like, damn, he shit.
Goofus son-in-law.
Yeah, and then the shit just cuts off.
That's what. Fuck. Icing on the cake right there. That's why I had a hard time going to bed that night. I was like the mic. They cut him off. They just cut the mic off.
Yeah,
it just cuts off from there. That blew my mind. That's how I couldn't tell if it was real or fake.
Not to mention the match after it at Money in the Bank, one of the best matches between the two of those guys. That was a great match.
Yeah, perfect crowd too. Perfect crowd for it.
Back to you, Josh.
All right. So, in keeping in, since we brought the pipe bomb back full circle, this is a perfect time to set up where promos that I didn't know were fake or not fake, real promos I didn't know were works, thought they were breaking kayfabe until later on. Paul Heyman doing Paulie dangerously at ECW One Night Stand, turning the heat up on JBL, talking about the only reason you are champion because Triple H doesn't like to work Thursdays. I was like, something's happening right now. I don't.
He went down the list on everybody too.
Yeah,
he's like, everybody hide your wives' edge.
That was so. And like I said at the time, shoot, I'd have been 12.
What was this?
Was that 05?
That was 2000 and
was that
05, 06?
That was 05. I think that was 05, right?
I think so.
That was the one night. The one night
stand. I thought was like was 05, 06, something like that.
There was 2 one night stands.
Yeah, there were 2.
Yeah, so I think that was the 05 one because I think JBL was champion at the time, which is why he mentioned it.
Yeah, because the second one night stand was when RVD won the title off of Cena.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They booed the shit out of Cena in that one night.
Oh yeah, they had signs everywhere. Cena wins Riot. And like, that's ECW crowd. You know it's gonna happen.
Man, I ain't never seen Cena get booed like that before.
I fear for that man's life.
That was some epic booing right there. It don't get more.
You got to be in my household when Cena comes out. That's all.
Who we on, Brian?
Brian.
All right, so this is number 3. Sadly, this is as low as it is on the list. The Austin 316 promo.
Oh,
Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Beginning of Austin.
That's the one I forgot.
It's a really good promo, but you find out later that, or you go back and you look at it, he still doesn't get pushed for like another couple of months, even after he cut that promo.
But that was the promo that really brought you.
Yeah, it's the one they like to go back and say, like, and I enjoy the promo. It's the one they like to go back and say, this is where the Austin era kind of started and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can put the Austin era beginning at 2 moments. You've got that promo right there, that infamous King of the Ring, and then you've got the infamous WrestleMania Bret Hart moment where those 2 moments cemented Austin.
But going back to the Austin 316 promo, was it a shock for you guys then, or is it a shock now because you know what it led up to? Like when you were watching that promo, were you like,
When he said the things he said about Jake, that's what kind of was like, ooh. You sit there thumping your Bible. Where did it get you? Nothing. Like that was harsh, especially with Jake's problem.
And what was that? That was in 96?
96 King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Around that time, people weren't really cussing in promos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the Austin 316, says I just whipped your ass. I'm 11 in 96. So I'm watching that.
Hayes' face is like, he can't say that.
You hadn't heard that.
Both been fired.
That was the ass was shocking to me. Ass, oh,
that's gonna take us away, please. No, it wasn't.
I was shocked.
Yeah,
JT, it's on you.
This promo mainly because of the audience, not really because of the guys. I mean, it was great, but The Rock challenging Hulk for WrestleMania. The fans. So you could feel it, you could feel that electricity in the air.
Hot crowd.
You go one more time with The Rock. That's what got me for that one. Like I had to put that one on the list just because, like I say, 2 icons who could still go, gave us a show. The fans were into it. You know what I mean? And the one you wanted them to chant for, they booed The Rock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a great promo that set up a great match, and I put that on the list for those reasons.
The fans completely switched that around. Like Hogan's a heel, Rock's the baby, and all the way through their match, it was the other way around. Like the whole time.
But do you think that they would have turned Hulk to babyface if that wouldn't have happened?
Nah,
I do. I think
maybe later, not as quickly as they did.
I mean, the next night on Raw, he was.
Yeah, he was.
That night.
Yeah.
He just switches it just in the middle of the ring, just back to.
He's all of a sudden going to say my vitamins again. Damn.
I feel like they had no choice after that promo. I don't think that was the original plan, at least in my opinion. That might not have been the original plan, was because, after their match, Hall and Nash comes out and jumps Hogan and Rock comes in and save him. I don't think before that promo that you're talking about that all of that was probably planned. I think they were like, okay, this guy's getting cheered. We gotta switch this up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
the plans to turn Hogan face again anyway.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, they put him in Mr. America mask and tights and all that.
They did what?
You leave the Patriot out of this.
Yeah, the Patriot.
Totally different wrestler.
Respect, ref. Respect.
The Patriot and Hulk Hogan are 2 different people.
Hey, man.
There was a lie detector test and everything.
Patriot only goes so far, man. Nobody else has that mustache. On Earth, nobody has that mustache. Where are we at? For me, number three, man, we just tied that guy right into this one. Number 3 for me is Hogan turning heel.
Damn it. Okay, I guessed.
NWO. Yeah.
NWO Bash at the Beach. The fan just throwing trash and just he's still delivering the most evil promo. It's like, wow. Scott Hall in the background doing all of his poses. Mean Gene's just sitting there like, what would you do? Why would you do it, Hogan? You shut your mouth, Mean Gene. And it's like, wow, disrespect to Mean Gene. I can't believe this. It was crazy. That's man. If not for a few moments, a few biased moments here, that would be number 1.
A few biased moments. One of them's going to be a Bret Hart promo, isn't it? And Bret can't cut a promo. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Hey.
Dude, Bret. No, let's get this out the way now. Is that your number 1? Is that your number 1? Let's get this out the way right now.
I will tell you, Bret is not in number 1 or number 2.
Okay. If his Canada is better than America promo is on there, it's over.
No, it's his promo after the screw job.
I'd have to move to Canada. I'd have to move to Canada if he's on this list.
So it's back to me then.
Back to you.
All right. So I'm gonna go with, and this is again, you guys got like all these like really great promos going and everything like that, and I just got shit that just cracks me up, just makes me cut up every time I see it. So I'm gonna put them together because I think it's all one thing. So we got the pretty much every list that Jericho's ever done. You got the what is he? 1,000 man with 1,000 holds, but he was a man with 1,001.
Bar.
You got him on TV in WWE, just adding everybody to the list every time, and then you have my favorite when he was in AEW and he mentions Angry Dose. I
gotta go back and watch that one.
That's one of my favorite promos of all time.
I gotta go back and watch.
Angry Dose, Hateful Trace. That was it, man. I got up, I walked out. It was over. Jericho was the GOAT for me at that point.
We laughed about that one for a while after it happened. That was around the time we were starting to record, and yeah, that one we laughed about that. We stopped the filming to watch that one time. Yeah,
we did. We had to go back through it, and I know I've seen it a couple times ever since. So that one's just one of my favorite, man. It cuts me up every time. All 3 of them.
Yeah. What you got, Brian?
Go.
Number 2 on my list. This is not going to be surprising at all. Ric Flair, the classic promo back in his old days. If everybody knows it. I meant to actually have the little figurine sitting next to me, the hold in front when I did it, but I forgot the damn thing in the back.
What was so great about that promo?
It's Ric Flair. That was my first real introduction to Ric Flair and what he brought to the table as a heel, as anything. And you can go back and watch that promo 1,000 times, and every time you're like, damn, Ric Flair is what he says he is.
That's right.
He's so juiced up for being at the end of a match too.
Mm-hmm.
That boy, he is wilding. His eyes do not. I don't know if he got eyelids after that.
Mentioning Flair, you gotta mention on the same breath almost. Dusty.
No,
shut your mouth.
Don't do that. Zip it.
He said, since we're talking Ric Flair, you got to mention when he takes his pants off in the middle of the ring and starts elbow drop in
Drop
the elbow.
So you just went into one of mine, and that is the woo off with him and Jay Lethal.
Yes.
I mean, not Jay Lethal with Jay. That promo right there, holy shit, dude. Man, that's a classic and it's awesome.
Oh, thank God we had the hot tag in this week. Oh, that one didn't make my list, but I'm so thankful right now. So thankful, Mickey. Thank you. That has been awesome. Just memed over the world.
I don't even think either of them predicted that was going to be the hit that they thought that came to be.
I mean, the way that they played off of each other, like I say, Rick doing his thing, man. Jay antagonized. That was classy, man. That's awesome.
He was as worked up and sweaty as Flair did. Didn't he drop an elbow too? I want to.
Yeah, they both.
Just on the ramp, just dropping the elbow.
Who drops an elbow on the ramp?
Man, that's a fire one right there.
We on me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's where it starts to get a little tricky. My number 2 is Booker T. The most infamous Booker T promo ever that he hates to this day right now.
Oh man.
We coming for you. Booker hates that promo now. But how can you not have that promo on this list? It's one of the greatest ones ever. Oh, I watch that now and I'm still weak. Like, it's still great.
Just his response after it is.
Yeah. Rubbing his shoulder, like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Booker's like, I'm fucking fired immediately. Whole time, Stevie Ray is just like, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Like, he didn't even hear it. Like, he just, like, come on.
Have y'all heard Booker try to explain why he said it though, man? We say it all the time, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, man, but come on, dude, you gotta know when to turn it on and off. You're at work right now, dude. You're at work. There's a camera on you, man.
Yeah, you don't say it at work. That's the one. He wasn't that young either. It wasn't like he was a 20-year-old kid that just slipped out. You were like 30, dude. Like, you been for a while. Golly, you've been to all kinds of promo training. You fucked up badly on that one.
That's good.
Yeah, Booker's number 2 for me, man.
And I had so Mean Gene was he was the one doing holding the mic, right?
Yep.
Just unfazed, like we say it all the time.
Yeah, Mean Gene probably said too.
That could have went so many ways. Like I said, that could have ended careers right that night, man.
Yep. Jesus. Booker's face said, "I'm done." That's
I'm fired.
That's what. Oh man. Oh, in that same vein, then I'm sure you were excited when Vince did the callback and did that on SmackDown or whatever that was, right?
No. No. I just watched that today. I just watched Vince's today.
Let's not even laugh at that. Let's not even laugh at that. Let's just move on. Josh, what's your number 1?
Well, Vince is not on my list, so don't worry about it. So I saved my last one. I guess I said I didn't have these ranked, but if I did have to rank them, this would be my favorite one and personal favorite one because you guys know, big Eddie Guerrero stan. That's my guy. That's the dude that got me into wrestling was Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
So obviously, whenever a list comes up, he makes the top. He could be number 1 on the women's tag team titles when we do a list 5 years from now. Eddie's gonna be up there, most influential. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So my favorite promo,
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, there you go. See, his fingerprints are throughout the wrestling world. My favorite promo is the one he cut. I believe it was the Go Home show for No Way Out 2004, right before he went and go face Brock. Now, it's not one of the most what do I say, most famous? It's probably his most famous, but in terms of like what WWE likes to promote, it's not up there with like any of the greatest catchphrases or anything like that. It doesn't do anything like that. But you just go back and watch just how the fans have now gotten so behind Eddie Guerrero that it's reminiscent only of what I think of when you think of like how they got behind Daniel Bryan. And like, you never thought this dude was going to be the one to go. Now he's getting his shot against this monster that there's no way he's going to win it, and he knows it. But the promo he cut was such a good promo, got so personal about his drug use, how he had to leave for, 2-3 years, come back, just his climb to the top. And it just, every time I hear it, man, that's the one that gets me the most excited. So I know I didn't rank him, but Eddie Guerrero is always number one in my heart and in the women's tag team division.
That's some Steiner math on the tag team.
It's a callback.
Yeah, can't be mad at Eddie ever.
If you haven't seen it, I'd say go out of your way to check it out. It's about a 3-minute promo, but without his entrance. But yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah,
I remember the thing that got me was when he won the belt. After he won the belt. And he went to the fans out. That's what got me. I remember that. I
remember that.
That's one of the most iconic photos in wrestling.
Right.
It's him in the crowd with the belt on, and I get goosebumps every time I think about that stuff.
Hell of a frog splash to end that one too.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Who you got, Brian?
Number one, as I was trying to get you to stop talking before it was brought up, to no surprise, got to be Dusty's Hard Times. So,
yes.
I mean, anybody knows how that promo goes. It's quoted all the time. It's a masterpiece to this day. Rest in peace, Dusty. I miss him.
Son of a plumber.
Son of a plumber.
If you mention Flair, you gotta mention Dusty.
You gotta mention Dusty
in the same breath. Those two. Okay. What would you all say that they are as far as promos, people that cut promos on the mic, like, would they be the top two, or would you say Rock, Austin, Cena, even, like, who goes up in these places?
That's a whole nother list though, man, because cutting a promo, like, you got great talkers and you got great promos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like a whole nother list right there.
Well, see you guys next week when we do that.
Yeah, man. And then you got to think, right? Is it just wrestlers? Because Paul Heyman could cut a promo on anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, we did this. If we did this list, back in 2014, his promo the night after Mania, when
Mike Client.
Yeah. That was just. He just took the fans and just killed them. At the same time, I'm hopefully not stealing anybody's thunder on this. And God, I don't want to give him this credit. He said one line. Roman Reigns after the Mania, he beat Taker.
It's my yard now.
Yeah, like he sat there, took the abuse, the booze. My yard now. Damn.
He got booed for like, it was a solid 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, he just sat there and took it, and then
smiled through it. Like,
the next match got booed,
huh?
The next guys that came out got booed because of Roman. You know, it's bad when
everybody got booed.
Everybody got booed from that point on.
What you got, Jay?
All right, so my last one, like I say, not ranked, but my last one, the sad one, had me tear up a little bit. Edge's retirement speech. That got me. It hit me right here. Because that was before social media and we were all guessing, oh, what's going to happen? This man came out and we were like, what is going on? And he said, I have to retire. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that's when you go, is this real? Is he cutting? Is he working with us right now?
Yeah.
No, that man had to retire. And that touched me, man. So that goes on my list.
Yep.
Channeled his inner Mark Henry before Mark Henry did it.
Oh man, shit. Damn. That was a good one, right? Oh man.
Number one on my list. is the Mark Henry fake retirement promo. That is number one on my list. I nearly was about to cry when that happened. I'm sitting there, Jay, you know how much that one, like, I'm sitting in the room and I'm watching it, and because they kept teasing it the whole night. Mark Henry Brand, he's looking at his boots. Oh man, we think is he gonna call it a career all night? And I was like, no, not Mark Henry. No, it's not. He's not about to do that. He comes out on the stage, he drops the boots. I said, oh God, no. As soon as he put the boots down, it started like, oh no. And then he goes in the ring, and then he cuts Cena comes out and puts the belt on his shoulder, and he's like tearing up himself, and I was like, oh Mark, no. I'm sitting in my room just like hurt at the time. My voice is cracking out thinking about this shit. It was ridiculous. And then Cena gets in afterwards. He says all the stuff. He's coming home to his wife and his kids, and I just relate to it. I'm like, oh, this is amazing, and it's sad at the same time. And then he comes in the ring and he waves his arm and he slams Cena. Oh my God! Oh, it was the greatest thing.
I got a lot more left in the tank.
Yeah, the tie off, throws the jacket. Oh,
I want that jacket. That jacket is dope.
I was all over the place when that happened. Like I was a second away from the tear coming out my eye to jumping up and celebrating like I won the championship for the Chicago Bulls.
But you know what's awesome about that? He said that nobody knew that. Like people were watching it and they're like, they really thought he was retiring.
Yeah.
Like only certain people knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So that just added to it. Like I said, you thought after the Edge and all the other, you thought this was real.
Yep.
And that's what they were going for, and that's.
And you go back, everybody walking, crying.
And that also led to a great WrestleMania moment for us, because that was the night that, and Josh, I told you the story.
You told me the story, yeah.
Brian, you probably know too.
Oh,
that was the night that we formed our NBN group, because I was so mad. I mean, no, it wasn't that night. It wasn't that night. It was after their match. It was after Money in the Bank.
Right.
John Cena and Mark Henry, and there was no way. Still to this day, I don't think that Mark Henry should have lost that match to John Cena. I still don't. We
was pretty upset. We was pretty upset off of that.
Yeah, and I was like, let's go storm Stamford, Connecticut.
Let's spray paint these initials.
I was so mad. Yeah, but to me, the better story would have been for Daniel Bryan to beat Mark Henry, like David and Goliath kind of stuff. He beat the monster instead of. It's so much more believable to beat John Cena. Like that, to me, that's just me writing the story. Even if Mark Henry would have just had a 1 month reign with the WWE title, satisfied. Oh, but you make Mark Henry tap out, the world's strongest man. Get out of here. That formed the NBN. He stopped the signature line for us. He told the security guard, hey, don't let anybody else come up here. I'm talking to these four. And we had a good WrestleMania moment. We wound up on WWE.com because of that. That was a great time. But yeah, that's number one for me. That's nothing was as soon as I started creating the list, Mark Henry was the first thing I wrote at the top of that.
That's pretty awesome. I just want to throw it out there. Maybe unpopular opinion, would it have been as memorable a promo if he came out in a regular business blue suit?
No.
It's the suit. It's the suit that does it.
The salmon
suit.
The same suit, man. Like I said,
undefeated.
I'm looking everywhere nowadays. Like I gotta find me like that jacket set up.
When I retire here in 5 years,
yes. Got the salmon chevrons on. And you're just gonna butt your man. Got money left in the tank.
Man, if you do that, man, I will jump up on the stage and I will put the belt on your shoulder like Cena did.
I gotta find me a salmon suit, man. I gotta see if I can do it, man.
Oh, we got to do that now. Now it's It's set. It's a date. I'll be there for that.
It's recorded now. It's documented. Somebody's gonna look back. Remember you said the salmon soup?
5 years.
5 years from now.
5 years.
That's plenty of time for me to find this jacket and turn on my commander at the end of it. You thought I was retiring.
Damn, dude, I think that you're gonna have some consequences if you turn on your computer. You're gonna have all the paperwork in that day. Like everything better be stamped. You are really getting out. You're done after you walk off this stage.
Maybe I should leave that part out and not do that part out. I do want to say real quick, my honorable mention was we mentioned Stone Cold with the Austin 316, but my other honorable mention was The Miz when he went and he spoke about how they wouldn't let him change in the locker room, and I had to go change in the bathroom, and I had to earn respect. And he's walking down, he has the U.S. title on the shoulder, and he's walking from backstage. He's pointing, they would not let me in this locker room, and no. And he walks out to the room and ring, and he cuts a hell of a promo. Miz is amazing. He didn't earn the top 5 spot, no, but I just also recently watched that one. If you guys watch his WWE 24, like, man, that dude's gone through some stuff and has come up to be where he is. It's crazy.
Is The Miz one of your top 10 talkers?
Yes. Not initially. When you watch it, you'll be like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that man started from the bottom.
Literally.
Yep. I had a couple honorable mentions too. Stone Cold and Rock. WrestleMania. The My Way or the Highway promo.
Yeah.
Got that one. What else was I thinking? The Rock for Armageddon. Armageddon 2000, Hell in a Cell. Where he's just tearing through everybody. Stone Cold. He said, "I did it for the Rock. Shut your Rudy Pooty diaper wearing. I'm the game. And I got a slut for a wife." That promo. That one was fire. Shawn Michaels, I need this, Undertaker. You've taken everything from me. I need this before I can go away with promo. And then, quick shout. I know, JT, you watch AEW every week, right? Right. So you saw this past week's promo with the parlay?
Yeah, the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle.
Yes. That's going to go down as, I think, one of the best ones, if not just in wrestling, at least AEW's history. You guys need to take a moment to go watch that. Even if you took out the other 8 guys, which all cut, 6 of them cut good promos.
You just need Jericho and MJF.
I saw Jericho's. I haven't seen MJF's yet.
Yep, that's what you just got to listen to MJF, and then Jericho come right off the back of it, and they just speak so naturally. I can't even have a conversation with my wife as naturally as they do with each other in front of a live audience.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking lessons. I'm writing notes down every time. That's all I'm doing. My AEW weekly is marriage counseling.
His shoes about to come flying across.
She's like, I wish I had what they had.
You got any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got a couple honorable mentions. Pretty much anytime Bubba Ray Dudley talked to ECW before a match, dear God, like, how did he get out of the arena alive every night? Then we have to go with the iconic Rock talking about all of his opponents coming up in that just brutal Hell in a Cell match. I'll never forget him slapping the eyes back forward for the Undertaker. Let's see here. I had another one. This one, not a great promo, I guess, but to this day, still one of the funniest promos I've ever watched. Hogan, Rock, Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Kane and
People forget about that one.
The
Canaanites come in and the Canaanites. You're like, what the fuck? Oh man,
that might have been one of the biggest pops for Kane.
Yeah, exactly. I had another one, and I don't know why. The Miz talking smack.
Yep.
Yes.
Like I actually had a hard time not putting that in my top 5 because that promo was vicious.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan had to get up out of there. He got mad.
Y'all really got to go watch that WWE 24 of The Miz. Like, put that on your list of things to watch. That's explained in it, too.
Just keep blowing up the group chat. Just keep sending the link.
Yeah, I'm going to send it. I mean, my wife's in there. I was watching it with her the other night. It's not one of those ones that I came in this room I'm in now, my man cave, and watched it. I was like in bed. Like, no, you're going to watch this too. You're going to watch the Miz. Get some of this Miz in your life. You got some honorable mentions, JT?
Not the promos, but the man, because I think I just watched his thing on A&E is Roddy Piper. That dude, he was excitement, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he went a little crazy too. I'm like, what is he talking about? But he knew how to work the crowd, man. And for a man who never won a heavyweight championship, who went through the shit that he went through, I mean, you gotta have him on this list as an honorable mention when cutting a promo, because that's all he had. He had to cut promos to make it. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of those people. He cut good, so like most people, he cut the promo so good that they had to change him heel to face, and then of course that didn't work, so back heel. But anyway, that you had to do that. You know what I mean? Because he was so good at it. So
yeah,
he knew how to work a crowd.
Those things aren't on YouTube TV. A&E's not on YouTube TV, so I hadn't got to see them. But
oh really? I've
come up with a workaround, so I'm gonna have to go check those out this probably tonight. Probably when we get done here, I'll start checking those out. There's only been 2 so far, right?
Yeah,
Austin and Piper.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but they got
no 3. Wasn't it? Was Andre one?
No,
the Andre was the one they showed on HBO.
Okay,
that was a good one too. I saw that.
That was real good.
Yeah.
Speaking of Andre Hogan before WrestleMania.
With the
yeah.
Piper's involved in that.
Yeah, there's a photo circle around somewhere of me sitting in Piper's pit holding the coconut. By the way,
cheap plug.
Jimmy Snook.
I don't want to. Oh yeah, I was going to say I do just want to point out, like, all these were, and it's a product of what we grew up with, is the times and stuff like that. All these great guys cutting promos and everything like that. But I just want to give a quick shout to the year that Becky Lynch had. Every promo she cut had me up at the edge of my seat or on my feet, leading up to WrestleMania 35. The women didn't get enough time and to cut their own promos like that, but Becky really stands above the rest of them.
I'm going to give you guys one more promo, and you guys are probably going to look. Just he's already ready to cut the. he leads up to cut off. Right? he said, "Oh shit, let me cut this." So what was it? When was the Austin bleeding head? Was that WrestleMania 13?
13.
So right before that, if you guys remember, don't do it. It was, what was it? Taker? No. It wasn't Taker. It was Brett versus Sid. And if Brett won, Brett goes to the main event and faces Taker instead of Sid. Right? Afterwards, Brett loses. They're taking down the steel cage. Austin and Taker tried to interfere in that match. Austin tried to help Brett so that no. I said that wrong. If Brett won, Austin and Brett's match was for the world title, and Sid and Taker was just a regular match. Austin was trying to help Brett. Taker was trying to help Sid. All this crazy stuff's happening. At the end of the match, Brett loses. But then Brett kind of has a pipe bomb moment himself. Brett is on TV cussing like a sumbitch. Y'all remember Brett? Like, this is, don't do it. This is USA. And he's like, I've been screwed by this person. I've been screwed by that. I've been screwed. This is bullshit. Live on TV. And no censors. No nothing.
Hey, man, you put me to sleep, man. That shit was not exciting at all whatsoever.
It was.
Like,
you got to go back and watch it.
Mean Gene's SummerSlam promo was more exciting than that.
Right. It wasn't like mentioned as one of the greatest things ever, but it just was one of those moments where somebody's cussing and I'm a little kid and I'm like, this is crazy. That was the only reason I can remember that one so thoroughly.
Greatest thing ever. I'm not a nugget from Owen Hart.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Man, we left Owen out. Like, Owen had some pretty good stuff, man.
Yeah, he did.
That lead up to that WrestleMania feud between him and Brett. Oh yeah.
I think that's where we'll go ahead and end it there. We can do the list of individuals who are the best on the mic after that, like maybe next week or a week after or something. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on and sharing your opinions on the best our favorite promos, I should say.
Favorite. Steiner is not the best.
I mean, we had some doozies in there, man. We did have some doozies in there that could be the best, you know?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Despite what the man says.
All right, man. Except for rap. His opinion don't matter. His opinion does not matter.
No. All right. Thanks, y'all, for watching. If you tuned in, we truly appreciate it. We'll holler at y'all on episode number 32. Peace.